Okay, well, let's see how this goes. I'm kind of messing around a little bit with this new screen recorder tool that I got just the other day. Having to go through all the functions and the controls and to see what I can do, can and cannot do. It's a cool tool. I like it, and so this is kind of my first run here. So anyway, um, hello everyone. I'm Brett Gurney, and the purpose for this video is to sort of set the stage a little bit for some upcoming things and to lay out a little bit of a transition from not being active on some platforms to becoming active on some platforms. In the past, and it's been a few years now, I was running um, a website and a blog, brettgurney.com, and a YouTube channel, brettgurney.com, which would more than likely be the channel that you're seeing this video on. And we were, I was doing some, I would say, intermediate level sharing and training on internet marketing for beginners because I was a bit of a beginner, and I like to, for for the sake of creating a brand, um, sharing and teaching what I'm learning. So recently, I've taken a renewed interest in the internet marketing. Like I said, after an extended leave of absence, which I won't go into now, but I've noticed that things are a little bit different now from when I was doing it. The fundamentals, the foundation is the same. Um, the goal is the same. The results are would be the same, but the way of getting there has changed a little bit, and I would say it's easier, faster, and more convenient now because of these changes. The changes are basically simply because of time. I mean, we all know that with time comes change. Technology advances, things are streamlined. Um, for example, when I was more involved with it, we had to get all of our marketing tools in different places. For example, an autoresponder over here, um, a page builder, lead capture page builder or website builder over here, a link tracker over there, advertising somewhere else, pop-up creator somewhere else, all these things, and they all cost, each one then costs more than what you can get all these tools now under one roof if you find the right platform, because they have these all-in-one solutions now that are, like I say, they're fantastic if you get the right one. They're high quality. You can also get ones that aren't so great. They're um, platforms and companies that are just trying to cram a whole bunch of stuff in something, and the quality suffers. Okay, so that's something that you need to watch out for. So what I'm going to do right now is just kind of showcase a little bit what I'm doing, and let me just say that some of the stuff that I show you right now, a lot of it is, it's not the final product. It's just a place setter. Because with me, I when I'm doing stuff like this, I'm always on the move, moving from project to project to project, getting a lot more done than if I was to spend way too much time on one little thing to get it perfect. For example, a website header. Let me just move this guy out of the way so I can. For example, this is obviously, I just threw this up in 30 seconds. I mean, I had to make the website somewhat, sort of acceptable to me to do what I want to do. I mean, obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but this is something that I will come back to and fix and do better, brand better. But anyway, I just kind of threw this. This is brettgurney.com. I just kind of threw this together to make it acceptable to me. You know, it's not bad. This is a homepage that very few people look at anyway, unless they're finding it through SEO or Google or something like that. I have to pause this for a second because I see an error. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was weird. I noticed that the website, which I was just showing you, when I got down here to the post list grid, it wasn't picking up the last blog post that I did, this one right here. And so I had to go into the back of it and mess around with some settings, and I'm not even really sure what I did, but it seems to be working now. Okay, so anyways, one of the things that I wanted to discuss a little bit today are the things that I wrote in this blog post. This one right here. So we'll just pull that up. This is the post. And let me just move this guy a little bit further over here. I think you can still see me. So this just is stating that I'm rebooting the blog. And the theme of this post is just what I was just talking about a little bit, the evolution of internet marketing, which is kind of like the more modern um, methods, the way things have changed. And it just goes on to say here that, yeah, you know, that we were away, now we're back, and that we have noticed a transition and a transformation that makes things look easier, more affordable to perform the tasks. And one of those things, which I alluded to already, yes, is the the newer all-in-one marketing tools where you can get everything under one roof. And I talked a little bit about that. And of course, everybody knows how advanced social media has become, how prominent social media has become. You know, when I was doing this, it was there, but it wasn't what it is today. And there's a lot of things here that I need to learn more about, and when I do, I will share them. I do a lot on Facebook. I do a little on Instagram. I don't do much on the others yet. And then, of course, video marketing. Everybody knows about YouTube, which is the main platform. There are others, not as popular as YouTube, but there are others. When I was doing it, video was a thing, but it was just becoming a thing, and it was certainly not the thing that it is now. Okay, and there's some people who are making a killing on YouTube alone. And then the next thing, you know, we're talking about is the advertising. This is probably the main thing that scares people a little bit because they just don't know. There's so many things. Where do you start? You know, do you do free or do you do paid? You know, what do you pay for? Where? How do you know you're not wasting your money? And to be honest with you, a lot of people do kind of throw their money away a little bit because they're just not sure. And so we're going to waste our money for you and share what we learned. So we're testing. I should say when I say we, that just means there's people that I'm following, that I'm learning from. And the other thing that I like to talk about is the fact that I'm not an expert. I'm probably the furthest thing from an expert. I simply I like the challenge of learning it all. I like to share and teach mainly just share what I'm learning, um, and the mistakes that I made doing it. And so, like I said, we will. I'll waste my money for you because I am testing a lot of different traffic sources now, and of course, when I've had enough time, I've got some favorites already. But when I have enough time that I know more about that, I will certainly share um, the results that I get, and that's all that I can do. I can only show you what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and the results that I'm getting. Okay, um, and that's all I can do. So we're going to try to take the mystery out of the advertising a little bit for people and just kind of share what we're learning. And then, of course, I just have a little summary here. And here we are here. We are not experts, but we are doing these things and getting better all the time. I just mentioned that. I want to stress it. I'm not an expert. Um, follow me at your own risk. So, but I am picking up a lot, and I'm sharing what I'm learning. And so, if you want to get on my newsletter, go to this blog post. It's at brettgurney.com, and it's the last blog post that I made. And any blog post, you can subscribe to my newsletter, where I will be, and that way you will be emailed every time I put out a new blog post, and you will be on my internet marketing newsletter, so that I can where I send um, tips and techniques, that sort of thing, um, about internet marketing and what we're learning. So thanks for watching the video. Just wanted to come out here and tell you what I'm up to. I don't know how many people will see this, but that's okay, because there'll be a lot more. So we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.